How can we replicate the banking system without central agencies? We need to figure out a way for people to somehow get the money in the first place and then be able to transfer it. The solution again is to keep a strictly ordered list of transactions. So just like we had before with the banks, only now we can't rely on a single agency storing it. You can think of this problem as having multiple banks essentially. And the question is, how do we make sure all the banks agree on the exact same ordered list of transactions? Because if they don't agree, we would have a big problem. One bank might say you have $10 and another one says you have $50. We could just have a commander bank, so to speak, which ultimately decides everything. But of course, this would basically be like having one central bank and we would just have one central agency again. And we're back to the old banking system. So how do we find consensus over a multitude of banks without a commander? The general version of this is called the Byzantine generals problem. And it goes like this. Imagine there are 9 armies surrounding a city, all working together and each led by one general. They all want to attack the city. The armies cannot communicate with each other directly, and only through sending horses with letters. Now imagine you are one of the generals. How do you coordinate an attack of all armies at the same time? We of course want all armies to attack at the same time for combined strength. You could try to hold a vote to attack at your suggested time or not. For example, you suggest, let's all attack at 8 p.m. in the evening. All the other generals will either vote yes or no. But a few things complicate that. Your horses with letters might be intercepted by the enemy. And to make matters worse, some of the generals might be malicious. So you could have 4 generals voting no. You and 3 other generals voting yes. And the 9th malicious general voting no to the 4 generals who voted no, but yes to the 3 generals who voted yes and to you. Now 4 armies will attack and 4 armies won't. The worst case scenario caused by only a single malicious general. That's of course not what we want. Bitcoin presented a unique solution to that problem in the form of, you guessed it, blockchains.